feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained, I'm prepared for.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Trubisky on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check it back.
A toss right to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Jaguar first down.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
He's across midfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Titans nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the...
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. they'll throw here out of the gun. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
17 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. And a Jaguar first down.
The pitch to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Jaguars.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Olivier Vernon on the...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
For the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball. So
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this inside the 30. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
And 1 at the Jaguars' 18-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
His kick is
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He finds Beckham complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A first catch there for the NFL's leading receiver in Week 1 in terms of yardage. Also a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 22-yard.
The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
The 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And 1.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Wings. Mike, 5-4. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, death, first team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.